Good morning. Today we're going to make a drawing that stands up using toilet paper rolls. So here's an example of a dinosaur. But we could do, or you could do whatever you want, any sort of animal that would have front legs and back legs. I will show you how to draw the dinosaur there, and then one more animal just to give you a couple ideas. But then you can do whichever ones you want. All right, so I have my paper horizontal or landscape where it's longer side to side than it is tall. To start drawing that dinosaur, you're going to start with the bottom and you're going to draw a line that goes side to side. It shouldn't be too, like you need room to add the tail and the head at each end, but otherwise it should be pretty big, but you don't want it so big that you can't fit the neck and head and then the tail on the other side. I'm gonna start over here, just over to the other side. After you draw that straight line, you're going to do a curved line up and back down to connect those 2 points, and that'll be the body. So up, over, back down. On one end will be the tail. So I'm going to start right at that bottom corner. It's going to come out. If you want to curve it, curve it. If you want to leave it straight, leave it straight. And then you're going to just do one line out, start at the same spot and come back in, but instead of ending at the same spot, you're going to go up higher so it gets thicker towards the body. So that's the tail. On the other side, we'll add the head. So once again, we're going to start at the bottom corner. Our line is going to curve out and up. So out and up. If you need to practice with your finger first, practice with your finger first. So out and up. And then we're going to do another line that looks just like that, but it's not going to touch this first line. So we're going to go up a little bit so we can make sure the neck is thick. And then same sort of line, okay? Then for the head, we're going to start at the front line, curve out, around and back, kind of like an oval or a circle. From here, you could add the face. I'm doing like the side angle, so just the mouth and the eye, but you could always have it so the head is turned. And then the legs will go down here. If you want to add details like patterns, you can. Mine had spots on it. That was the other one. So it had spots. You could do stripes, you could leave it solid, however you want to do it. If you want to add like spikes to your dinosaur, you could add spikes to your dinosaur. I'll add just a few spots. And then that's the dinosaur. I'll show you one more animal and then we'll cut them out so I can show you how to do the legs. All right, so we're going to try to do a cat. So I'm going to start with a straight line at the bottom. And then I'm going to curve up for the body, but this time I'm not going to be as much of like a rainbow line. I'm going to kind of almost make it look like toast. I don't know if that's the best way to describe it, but it's going to have some rounded corners. So it's going to go up and then kind of be curved over, and then it would be curved and back down, but actually I'm going to leave that spot open so I can go ahead and add on the head. So it comes almost to the bottom line, like almost even, but not completely. So I'm going to do a cat, like I said, so I'm going to do a circle for the head here, and I'm going to make sure it's touching that line. And if I need to draw a little over to connect it, I can. Connect it. Cat ears are going to be like triangles. So it's gonna point up, come back down, point up, come back down. And then A cat nose is going to kind of be like an upside down triangle. And then one curved line to this side, one curved line to this side. Circles for the eyes. And of course you can change these up, make these look different. I'm gonna add one curved line here in the middle. And then add highlights in the eyes. So like half circles that are touching the edge. And then add one big circle in the middle. And color it in. Since I'm using Sharpie, you can wait till you're at the coloring point to do that. So there's the head. This end would be the tail. You can decide if you want it to go down or kind of stick up. I'm going to start kind of towards the top here. Come out, and then I'm going to curve. I'm going to have it go up. That's going to curve back that way. Now I'm going to make it rounded at the end, and then I'm going to come back down, following that other line, but not touching it. Here's the tail. And then I'm just going to finish off the front here. And there's my cat. And then once again, if you want to add patterns, so maybe this is a striped cat. These would just be like kind of zigzaggy, jagged lines that point and then come back up, almost like V's. Almost looks like a little tiger. I'm gonna go ahead and add in shapes in the middle of the ears. So it's just gonna go up and back down. All right. So those are two examples. You can of course color these before you move to the next step. But the next step is to cut them out. So you'll cut out the whole shape. Okay, so there's the cat. I'm not gonna cut out the dinosaur, but I have one here. It's already cut out. So your animal can be anything like this as long as it's going to have this bottom edge here to add the leg. So there's two ways we can do this. If you want to leave the legs longer, then you won't have to cut the rolls in half. If you want them shorter, then you'll have to cut the rolls in half. So I'll show you first long and then how to cut them in half if you want to do it that way. So in order to get the paper to stand in here, we have to make two slits in the cardboard where we want it to sit. So they'll kind of be opposite of each other. So I'm going to do one on this side. Now it's right there. And then I'm going to go opposite side and do one on, so now it's over here. Opposite side right here. I'm going to cut this slit right there. So now it has a slit here and a slit here. And your paper will slide in to those slits. Kind of have to mess with it a little bit. And then there would be the leg. And you could add drawing onto the cardboard or color paint cardboard too if you want to do that. So that would be if you want it to have longer legs. Best way to. And actually it's standing with just the one. So if you wanted to do an animal that only had one set of legs, that would be fine too. If you want to do a bird, that would be all that would hold it up. But if you want to do it shorter, then what you're going to do is you're going to cut all the way down one side of the roll, okay? You can see this. So I'm going to just cut straight across down one side of the roll. So now it's got that whole opening right there. And then from there, find about where the middle is. And then you're going to just cut all the way around. So now you have like 2 half circles. If it kind of unrolled like this one, you can kind of just like roll it back and push it to kind of hold it in that round shape where you want it. So this will act like one of the slits that the paper will go in, and then we just need to add one on the other side. So openings here, so on the other side we're going to cut, and this cut is not going to go all the way down, just a little bit. We just need it to be enough to hold the paper. If we cut all the way, then we'll have it in 2 pieces, this piece and this piece, and it won't hold it. So then if you do it this way, one side's really easy to slide on because that's where it's cut completely open. The other side, you just gotta slide it in. And then there's that leg, and then you do the same for the front. So cut, here's the opening. So cut opposite of that, down part way. Slide it on, and then that would be like that. Those legs look a little short on that cat, so I think with the cat I would have used 2 long rows. But like with the dinosaur, the short legs work all right, but I think the long legs would work all right with the dinosaur too. So that's it. You could try any animal you want. And then they will stand. You can draw onto the cardboard, you color the cardboard, however you want to do it to get it to work. But here's what that cat would look like, and there's the dinosaur. You could do any drawing you want, just make sure it's pretty big on your paper and it has a flat bottom, and it would have legs. You need the legs to hold it. And that's how you make your drawings stand up. That's it for today. Monday and Tuesday of next week, I'm going to do some Zoom meetings. If you want to join, I'll send the information to your teachers and they'll send it to you. We're going to play Pictionary. So if you want to log on and play Pictionary, that would be fun. Just make sure you have something to draw on and something to draw with. So paper, whiteboard. If you log on a computer or a phone, and maybe you could use your iPad to draw on with one of the sketching or drawing apps on there. Just something to draw on, okay? Hope to see you guys then. Bye.